Robert, ABC. Um, I was just going to do a video to Robert's request to add to your playlist. First thing though, Robert. Right, let's just get this straight. Right, your dog, Mika, is a bit of a floozy. He's a floozy man, pussy dog. Right, because 1 minute he's PMing one of my dogs, Millie, saying how much he likes her. The next minute, he's sending PMs to her mum saying, "Oh, Tinky, you're so amazing. You've raised such a good child. Actually, I quite like you." Now you're saying Brooke. I mean, what? This this is not on. This seriously, you need to have a word with your dog because it looks like butter won't melt, but your dog's gigolo. Right, on to the serious subject. Bands that you want to thought of. Right, Beatles. There we go. I'm only joking. I have put together a few things, and I've got to admit I don't know your whole music taste or collection, things like that. I've put a few things together that you may not know about. You may have heard of them because I'm not sure how big certain bands are in different countries. So what I did was I put maybe a little bit of a playlist together so I can maybe give you a snippet on my Spotify. It's called Robert Z Playlist. You say you special in styles. Right, okay, so where should we start? Something that's for you that's a bit metal, basically. Now I discovered this by buying literally a 9.99 album, and I thought this is pretty bloody good. You may have heard them, you may have not. So let me play it, and you can have a think. Oh, that's loud enough. I turned it down a bit ago because when I was testing it was very loud. But it's Running Wild, and this is the second track, Riding the Tide off Shadowmaker. So let me just note that one down for you. Right, so that is Shadowmaker. I think they are German. They're into boats and being pirates and stuff. One of the other albums I've got is called Riding the Jolly Roger, I think it is. But he's I think they're like pirates because that's like riding the tide. So they like ships, they like boats, they like waves, they like tides, they like pirates. My next thing, you most probably definitely know about this guy, but if you've not revisited him recently, my next one to you, in particular this kind of song, this guy is fantastic. And most people should know about him, but just in case you've not, but Rook, don't get any ideas, it's an old dog. You can do better, not Rook. Mika, getting all confused now with me dogs. Is that on C6 Steve? Love C6 Steve, fantastic. Right, so this one Seen it on LJ's channel. I think Greeno also knows about it. Well, most probably told LJ about it. So again, I'm not sure how familiar you will be with the band, or how big they would be over in the US. Bit of an intro on this one, but Freedom Hawk, Holding On. I did this in a video where I said this is, I think it was Miko's thread, where I said it's just like the cover. It's like a storm. It's basically relentless. The waves crashing against the cliff and things like that. Once it kicks off, it's absolutely fantastic. Like a storm, starts off a bit quiet and then boom. Just as I say, a little bit of a taste buds for you. Obviously you can check all these out. If you do need any of the names, let me know and I'll go on. I'll leave that one out because I know I'm getting on in time already. So this I literally just discovered. I cannot remember quite where I discovered it. I think maybe in Spotify, and I've now got 2 of his albums and a 10-inch EP as well. But this is fantastic in my opinion, but obviously your opinion may differ and you would be wrong, but here we go. I dream of you, Robert. Mark Lanegan. This is Blues Funeral, this album. There's your snippet of Mark Lanegan. Just discovered that one. I absolutely love it. That album is immense. I think it's fantastic. My next one for you would be this gentleman. Found this through the VC. I think this was Brett's Life on This Planet blogs. Oh, there's my phone. Brett on this Life on This Planet blogs channel on his 2012 Baker's Dozen. I think this guy sounds a bit like Bob Dylan if you listen to this track, but this isn't the album, but this is the guy. So Bill Fay. The other album is Life is People, and There Is a Valley is this song.
There is a valley where the trees stand tall, and the night sea wind blows. Trees don't speak, but they speak to each other, of the people long ago. When the soldiers came and took away their villages.
Look at that, coming up to 10 minutes. Right, so hopefully you can hear what I mean about Dylan. A lot of people know about Bill Fay. I didn't have a clue. But. So my next one is a British band, so you may not have heard of these, but hopefully You like it?
Shaders in your feet, scream me again. Never kissing, could you ever send a phone call? Do you know where the rock is go? They go another day, right down a week till I breakfast sounds in my love, my love. Muscle to muscle, toe to toe. The fear is gripping me, but here I go. My heart sings and I am love. Yeah, I pretend that my shirt.
Well, that's Alt J, and that's an awesome wave. The album's called. That's called Breeze Blocks. There was their first song, which is called Tessellate, which has got quite a nice intro. But check it out. I mean, that's what it is. Finding new things, isn't it? And see how we get on. I mean, not everything's going to be to everyone's taste, but if you dislike anything I'm showing here, Robert, like I said before, you're wrong. You're seriously wrong. And you don't know a thing, because if you dislike any of this, it's over. Really. Miko will never see my goals ever again. But again, back to a serious note, maybe. This again, don't know how well known this will be in the US, but we'll give it a go. Alabama Shakes. Can't see it properly. Absorb it, Robert. Absorb it.
Bless my heart, bless my soul. Didn't think I
Awesome.
the 22 years old. There must be someone up above. Say, come on, baby. You got to come on now. You got to
There you go, a bit that dance for you, Robert. I know you like it. Right, Robert, my dear VC friend. I left a couple out because I prattle on for 20 odd minutes, and even though you may like that, most people might not. The other thing I will throw in there is Cowboy Junkies. Loads of people know about Cowboy Junkies. The recent Nomad series that they did, which was 4 albums and a bonus, is excellent. I mean, it's country, but it's not as country as I think some of their older stuff. And when you listen to some of it, you can almost think you're listening to Natalie Merchant. And I love Natalie Merchant, 10,000 Maniacs, all that kind of stuff. I think it's great, and I think that was one of the reasons why I liked that so much, and ended up forking out as much as I did for the box set of it. So again, I'm sure you're familiar with the Cowboy Junkies, but if you haven't had a listen to the Nomad sessions of the last 4 albums they did, please do, because if you didn't like them before, or even if you did like them, you may be surprised pleasantly, or just surprised when you have a listen. So thank you, Robert, for this opportunity to enlighten to your musical horizons. And feel free if you think there's anything or what I'm showing that I may like that you have. You know, feel free to PM me to check it out or reply to any of my videos. And don't forget to keep your dog on a tight leash because they get you in trouble. Poops everywhere and it's after everyone else's dog. Been told? Warned?